So I've been getting a bit of criticism in the comments behind the scenes about not being that fat in the first place, about not being really that obese or morbidly obese, and that I shouldn't really be giving tons of advice on the carnivore diet, because I don't follow a completely strict carnivore diet, because I have things like herbs and spices. I consume coconut oil to top up my fat levels and things like that. Well, let's just say I follow a hybrid carnivore diet then, and it's a diet that works for me. I feel amazing on it. I've lost 20% of my body weight easily doing it without having to bust a gut down the gym. I've just kind of gone with the flow, eating really good quality animal nutrition, or at least the best I can get hold of. And yeah, I've made things a little bit more varied with some herbs and spices. Ooh, what a sin. And drank coffee and added coconut oil, maybe the odd drop of MCT oil when I can remember to actually consume it. But you know, at the end of the day, as long as what you're doing is working for you, crack on. It is what it is. You know, I can only give you my experience of being on the carnivore diet for 5 months. Admittedly, a slightly tweaked and adapted carnivore diet. But what works for me will hopefully work for other people, because there's a lot of people on the planet who need help. They need guidance to get the best from the bodies, to feel better, to heal from the inside out. And if my message, some of the information I share, helps those people, then brilliant. That's exactly what I want to achieve. I don't want people to be ill. I don't want people to be depressed or anxious or to degenerate. I want people to press the reset button, start afresh, feel positive, wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and think, you know what? I am amazing. I am great. I don't care what other people say about me. I am brilliant. And you should all be thinking about that. And you should always be thinking, you know what? I feel great now, but next week when I'm on carnivore, I'm going to feel even better, feel even more positive. I have the power to do whatever I want in life. I can sculpt my life, I can change my life for positive means. And always believe in yourselves. So whilst, yeah, I didn't start off that massive, I've still lost 20% of my body weight. I'm now sleeping every night like a baby. Depression is gone. Anxiety is gone. I feel confident. I feel, I don't know, enriched. I feel empowered and happy with life. I don't have any agenda against vegans. I don't have any agenda against vegetarians or anybody. Everyone's got their own slightly different take on things. Me personally, as long as people are right with me, I'm right with them. To the point where last week when I was on the road trip, I was talking to a very, very attractive young lady in a shop, and she was on about all these brownies which were on display and how they were made with organic products and things like that. And my son was taking a lot of interest because he loves a chocolate brownie. I don't eat it myself. And then she mentioned that they were vegan, and how it was like an amazing thing that they were vegan and things. And fair play to her. I mean, if she thinks that's great, then I've got no problem with that whatsoever. But my son managed to blurt out, well, my dad's carnivore. And her initial response after pulling this sour face at me was, but you seem like such a nice guy. Well, yeah, I am. I am a really nice guy. You know, I'm not a pushover by any stretch of the imagination, but I am genuinely a much nicer guy since being on carnivore. But the thing is, I can appreciate what other people are doing in their lives. Surely they should appreciate what I'm doing in my life. By eating animal products and having a brilliant diet and feeling great about myself does not mean that I'm suddenly a bad guy. So I kind of just nodded, grinned, smiled at this young lady, because she's obviously of the opinion that by eating a non-vegan diet that I was, you know, the creature from the Black Lagoon almost. The thing is, what she has to remember is she's like 20 years old. When I was 20 years old, I'm not being funny, but I was like a Greek god. I was as fit and as buff as you could like, just naturally. Like we all are. Naturally, when we're younger, we are fitter and healthier and more agile. So she probably feels great at 20 years old in eating a vegan diet. But then again, if she ate loads of shit before that, all the mass-produced stuff, and suddenly went to a slightly healthier version of it, then she's going to feel better. Doesn't mean she's going to feel better long term, but it's not for me to criticise her way of life, her beliefs, and her diet. I just like people to understand that I have a choice in what I do and how I live my life. And it seems like lately that I've also got carnivores having a go at me because I wasn't fat enough in the first place, that I don't follow the same advice of giving people unlimited amount of fat and meat at everyone's sitting, because we know that's stupidity. That I have some flexibility, some nutritional flexibility in my diet, that I recommend people add additional fat to the plate in the form of coconut oil, which I know is not carnivore, but it works well for me. The fact that I eat multiple small meals of different protein sources, and whilst I know these protein sources probably share the same amino acids to build up complete proteins, they all have slightly different nutritional makeups, different vitamin levels, different mineral levels and things like that. So, you know, I get a little bit of flack from both sides. I'm not really bothered, to be honest, because as long as I'm fit, happy and healthy, and if the message I'm putting out is encourage other people to be fit, happy and healthy, then I'm fine with it all. You know, at the end of the day, everyone's individual, everyone's unique. You can do what you want to do, as far as I'm concerned. Okay guys, well I'm going to sign off now. I've done enough waffling for the morning, I think. I'm sure you've all had enough by now. So I'm just going to take a steady walk home, and I wish you all the very best, that you're fit, happy and healthy, that your weekend and your forthcoming week is going to be superb, and that you're all going to get the very best out of it. And if you've got any questions, any comments, if you're not sure about anything within the carnivore diet, just leave a comment below and I'll try my best to answer them as best I can. If I can make a short video about it, I certainly will. And I appreciate those who are regular viewers, regular subscribers, and any new subscribers. I greatly appreciate you coming by, subscribing, and I thank you very, very much. Anyway, take it easy. Speak soon. Bye.